As promised, here's the Champions of History series. I did change the name a little bit. These are the champions that time has forgotten. They maybe won their championships before we were born, if you're around my age group. And it's least we can do is to remember them for laying the groundwork for the boxing world that we have today. So the first one we're going to talk about is the real Paul Bankie. He fought in the 1984 Olympics and then went pro in 1985. Fought professionally until 1993. He had 30 bouts, 21 wins, 9 losses. Most memorable of his career was his series of fights with Daniel Zaragoza of Mexico. These fights happened 1989, 1990, and 1991. The 1989 fight was for the WBC Super Bantamweight World Championship. Paul Bankie came so close. He lost by split decision and was devastated. He didn't know if he was going to get another shot, but he did in 1990, and that's when he won. If you watch his old fights, you can clearly tell he liked to bang, and he admits it. If he said he's going to go in there and box, he's going to go for it. He says in some of his old interviews. And he has a crazy story that you have to read about and find out about. He actually has a book published that's available on Amazon, Staying Positive, The Story of the Real Paul Bankie. He was a 30-year drug user and actually got AIDS from intravenous drug use in the 90s. So his career was kind of cut short, and he ended up in jail. That like a lot happened that I can't cover in this video. So I highly recommend. It's a miracle he's alive, and from my interactions with him, he's very happy to be alive. He says like his dream was always to be a world champion. Some people want a family, some people want a house. He always wanted to be a world champion, and he did achieve that. It's just his vices kind of got in the way once he developed that fame. Currently, Paul Bankie is very active on social media. I'm very impressed. He's on Instagram under BoxFam. He's doing quite well. He posts like crazy. He's very generous with his time, and he wants to interview everyone. He doesn't just want to hear from world champions. He wants to hear from the refs, the judges, the new kids in boxing, their coaches. Honestly, he'd probably interview the person selling popcorn. He just wants to hear everybody's story, and he's a natural storyteller himself. So definitely check out his page. He is now sober, living life. He is well known in California's boxing community, and he is the most social guy you'll ever meet and very kind. So definitely read up on Paul Bankie, buy his book, follow him on Instagram. He's a real champ.